Hello, you guys. So, it's been a while for the two people who watch my videos. um, First of all, the last month has been absolutely insane. A lot of things have happened in my family. Just a lot of things have happened in my family. Then I had finals week, and then I moved back from school, and now it's summer break. um, so this video is basically gonna be why people need to kind of pay attention. No, that's the wrong wording. So it's gonna be some things that I guess people don't really realize about college and how college can be such an incredible experience, but it can also be really bad for people like me. I have been in college since August 2015. So this coming August, I will be in my senior year, and I have learned quite a bit about what it means to live with people and to somewhat be out on your own, because even though you're not living under your parents' roof, your food is still taken care of, your amenities are still taken care of. You just have to, take advantage of them. So it's like you're kind of out on your own, but you're kind of not out on your own, and there's still a big learning curve, just not as big as some people may need. So the first thing when you're starting college is typically you're going to be placed with a random roommate. I have had the lovely experience to have had 7 random roommates, and this coming year will be my 8th, because I have not had a good living experience with anybody. So, number 1, when you live with someone, if you're in a dorm style, you share one room. If you're in a suite style, like I have been in for the last 2 years, you share a common area, but you share a direct wall. So you still have to see the person, you still have to listen to whatever the fuck they're doing. So the first roommate that I had, I thought she was going to be great. And she was great when we were texting. But then move-in day came and shit hit the fan right away. And you can learn all about her in my Roommate from Hell video. Yeah. Oh my god. Pick up your shit is what you need to get from that video. Don't be disgusting. But then the last 2 years, I have lived in suite style. So sophomore year, I lived with a direct roommate and then 2 other people. So it was set up to where there were 2 rooms, and then there was this big common area that separated us. That wasn't a big deal until my direct roommate left, because she needed to get her shit together. And she just needed to go. So then I had the room to myself, so I kinda made my room my personal little hideaway, and I would kind of just stay in there and do my own thing. I would do my homework in there, I would relax in there, because I had my section that I called just my sleeping section, and then I had the other side of the room that I set up to be strictly for schoolwork, and just, so I would stay out of my bed and I was doing anything that I needed to do. I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. And then it's just, I don't know what happened when my roommate left, but my other suite mates would just come into my room, even when I wasn't there, and I knew they did, because at least one of them, which I'm pretty sure I know which one, stole $800 worth of, my nose is running. Is Paula and I where you guys are? Because, god damn. She stole $800 worth of beauty stuff from me. Particularly stuff that my fiance got me for my birthday and for Christmas. Marissa, I left you a receipt, bitch. I'm still waiting on that money. I knew it was her. She literally said the first day, like during moving, like, oh, you have so much makeup, I'm gonna steal some of it. Which I thought was funny, but bitch, I'm waiting for that money. I actually left her a receipt with everything that I was missing. $810. I'm waiting, bitch. You have my PayPal. Anyway. But then this year, I lived in the newest building on my campus, and the way that these suites were set up, where you had one room, a shared wall, and the other room, then you had like a little vanity and a little bathroom. If you live in a suite where you share a wall, do not put your bed up against the only wall that you share. Because I can hear your bed hitting the wall. I can hear you think, oh baby. Don't be fucking considerate. And also, don't blast your music at midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, just because you're an athlete and you got special privileges from the school we go to, and you don't have to pass your finals because you're a goddamn athlete. Some of us still pass our classes. Some of us live out of state and pay for your bitches that live in state. I'm just saying. That's the living situation that you gotta pay attention to. But then you have, okay. I go to a very small school. There are 4,500 people total that go to the school and only 1,000 that live on campus. So I have a very different experience going to the school that I go to than a lot of people do. Like my fiance, for example, that go to schools with tens of thousands of people that, they go there. So we don't have that many dining options on campus, and one thing that is really negative about going to such a small school is, there are 4 places total, 5 because there are 2 inside of one another, that you can eat on campus. And you really, you have to be cautious when you eat at some of these places because, if you don't have outside vendors like some of these schools do that have, Subway and Panda Express and Qdoba on campus, then you're stuck with only eating this campus food. And so one thing you really need to be cautious of is eating the wrong things. Because don't get me wrong, I love me some Brussels sprouts. But if you eat some Brussels sprouts that come from the campus dining hall, there's a good chance you're going to be on the toilet for a long time later. So, trying to maintain a balanced diet while on campus is very, very important. I am guilty of gaining the freshman 15. I am guilty of taking advantage of the fact that if I put $10 on my ID card, I can go to McDonald's and avoid being stuck on the toilet from eating these vegetables that are cooked in laxatives. And, it happens. You gain weight when you're at college because you don't have your parents making sure, oh, you need to eat your carrots, honey, you need to eat your carrots along with your sandwich, then you get a little sweet later, and that sweet's like a handful of, Cinnamon Toast Crunch Frosted Flakes. You don't have that. So you get on campus, you're like, oh man, I'm gonna eat chicken tenders every day, man. But then those chicken tenders end up making you gain like 20 pounds. I've fallen guilty of that just because I don't want to be shitting myself and cleaning my bathroom later. It happens. So, as important as it is to make sure you maintain a balanced diet, it's also important that you look out for the people that you live with if you share one bathroom. So my advice is always, there's always going to be a salad bar, okay? Always, always, always. So one thing that I made sure that I did was, while I went down the line, I made sure that I stacked up on some not so healthy stuff, because at least in my school, honestly, the stuff that is fried is the stuff that won't leave you on the toilet later. I think that's partially because I go to school in West Virginia, and West Virginians know how to fry their chicken. But then I would go to the salad bar, and I would make sure that 1/3 of my plate was the stuff that I won't shit my brains out from later. And 2/3 of my plate were carrots, peppers, cucumbers, things that, come fresh. Because I love me some vegetables, I'm not skinny, but I still love me some vegetables. I'm actually one of the only people that, well, not friends with myself, but you know what I mean, that actually enjoy eating vegetables and fruit. Like, during the summer, bitch, I eat half a cantaloupe, like, every day. And it's just, college is a learning experience, and that's basically what I want to get through on this video. Don't be afraid to gain the freshman 15, because it happens. It's your first time on your own, per se. Just be considerate. Don't be that bitch walking across campus, FaceTiming her boyfriend, like, I miss you, baby. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. If you're gonna do that, have headphones. There's one thing I can say or recommend is go to school with a good pair of headphones. You'll use them a lot. You will use them a lot. And also, you don't have to drink when you're in college. I turn 21 next month, and I think I've had 2 sips of alcohol since being in college, and those 2 sips of alcohol were at my brother's wedding and when I was celebrating getting engaged. Don't be afraid to go to school a virgin. Don't be afraid to go to school and not party every night. I'm almost 21 years old, and I'm like an 80-year-old woman. I haven't gone to one single party since being in college, and I am perfectly happy with that, because you know what? My liver's great. I have people who trust me to call me at 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday night, like, hey, I'm shit-faced. And that makes me happy as hell, because I know that my friends know that they can call me, because I'd rather them call me at 3 o'clock in the morning drunk than me get a call at 3 o'clock in the morning with someone telling me they're dead. So, have fun in college.